Hi guys and gals, I'm making a New England seafood chowder, so let's get started.
With the video.
I diced some onions and put it in the crock pot already. So I'd say about a half a cup of onions. And let's see, what else did I do? I added some saffron oil to the crock pot, put it on the edges, the sides, with a pastry brush, so about a teaspoon in the crock pot. Alright, I'm going to add my carrots to my crock pot. I would say about a cup of shredded carrots to the crock pot. I'd say about a cup of red bell pepper to the crock pot. And I chopped it in the food processor. I would say a cup of celery. I chopped the celery in pieces and I'm adding it to the crock pot. So that's the peppers I'm using, the bell peppers. I diced 6 potatoes, and they're baker potatoes. This is the kind I'm using. I'm using a seafood medley. I used a half a bag. I'm not too sure. So I'd say 1.5 pounds of seafood medley mix. I added 1 whole bag of imitation crab to this bowl. I added some flounder fish. Added 2 pieces of fish. I diced them. I put them in a bowl. Alright, so let's add the seafood to the bowl. I'm going to add my potatoes to the bowl. I'm going to add my cream to the bowl. This is heavy whipping cream. So I'd say about 3/4 cup of heavy whipping cream to the crock pot. I'm adding some whole milk to the crock pot. I added a 1.5 cups to the crock pot. Alright guys, I'm going to take a quick break, clean up the kitchen a little bit, and I will be right back. Alright guys and gals, I came back and cleaned up the kitchen a little bit. I can see the kitchen. I'm going to be adding a teaspoon of onion powder to the crock pot. I'm going to be adding garlic powder to the crock pot, a tablespoon. I'm going to add a half a teaspoon of black pepper. I'm adding some saffron spice to the crock pot. I'm going to say 3 dashes. I'm adding Similac spice to the crock pot. I'm going to go 1/4 teaspoon. I'm doing a tablespoon of Old Bay seasoning to the crock pot. I'm adding chipotle hot ground to the crock pot, 1/4 teaspoon. I'm adding a dash of salt 1 whole package of this seasoning, and 1 whole package of chicken bouillon, no salt, to the crock pot. I'm adding a whole stick of butter to the crock pot. I'm going to cut it in pieces.
Butter.
I'm combining 2 slices of lemon to the crock pot. I'm going to squeeze the juice out of the lemon and then put the rest of the lemon in the crock pot. Alright guys and gals, I'm going to let my crock pot cook 3 to 4 hours on low. And don't cook it more than that, because if you do, you'll scorch the milk and it'll be burnt. Alright guys and gals, I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.
My video.
Keep cooking, never give up, and subscribe to my channel. See you later.